Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 15, where today we're going to have to move the combine about. And I'm going to actually ignore the rule where I have to move things on a trailer because the header trailer is a bit wonked. I've also got rid of drive control because that for some reason kept giving my... because I did quite a lot of testing and tried to fix it off screen. For some reason drive control kept giving my controller like a 2 to 3 degree thing. It kept giving it a bias to the right for some reason, so I'm having to kind of cheat, I guess, right now, just to get things done. But drive control is gone because it was causing a weird bias. As for this lag, I have no... well, frame rate issues. It's not exactly lag. As for these frame rate issues, I have absolutely no idea what's causing them. I think it's actually the map and my settings. I was finished off the field off screen and I was trying to figure out what on earth was causing the frame rate issues. I'm none the wiser. I've missed my turn off here. So let's just pull a nice tight turn. I'm supposed to take this turn, but I completely missed it. So yeah, I'm left none the wiser as to what caused the frame rate issues in the first place and what is causing them. As you can see right now it's perfect, but if I look over there, it's something in that area over there is causing the frame rate problems. I don't know what, but it is. Also, there's a part of me that really wishes map makers would stop putting trees halfway embedded in the ground, because they're almost impossible to get rid of. I think I've managed to get jammed here now. I think I'm stuck. No. Yes. No. Okay, let's go full lock. And full lock the other way. Yes, there we go. So today is, I believe, the 1st of March. Let me just check my phone. Yes, it is the 1st of March. And Ireland and England faced off in the Six Nations today. If you watch my videos, you'll know that I normally record before rugby matches, or during them, as it's kept turning out. Today I decided, because I got up a bit late, that I was going to record after the game. I'm still unsure as to whether that was a good idea or not, because Ireland won and I've spent the last... the better part of the last half hour desperately trying to calm down. Because when I came online, I was just... when I turned on my computer, because I've barely even been on my computer today. Wasn't on it before the match, so it's just been turned on within the last 20 minutes or so. And yeah, I was pumped. I was really just in a fantastic mood, but the way the game ended, with England being denied a try, just oops, kinda had me a bit pumped up and excitable. I wonder, is the issue being caused by... no, because I didn't have OBS open. Huh. So today we're going to be doing fields A and B. We're going to be harvesting these guys. And we need to go get the thing, the trailer. That's the one. The trailer and the container. Because that's what the canola is going to go into. I think I'll just do one episode of harvesting A and B. It shouldn't take a massive amount of time. I may only record one episode today. I haven't yet decided. You'll notice I am trying as much as I can to keep the tractors on the roads, but sometimes I do fail. I need to get, at some point in the very near future in the game, it's A. Okay, so it's up, fold, unfold command. I need to get at some point in the very near future a cultivator, because if I'm doing if I'm using the corn seeder that I'm using for the soybeans, I need to be able to cultivate to get that to work. Now in theory I can plough the field, but Courseplay doesn't really like non-square fields, so I'd end up with a big mess that I'd have to clean up. I'll try and make a decision on that in the near future. But either way, we're going to be harvesting fields A and B here with the New Holland. I'm going to get a new head for it eventually as well. I want to get the Lexion 550 Gerinkoff folding head thing that I have. I may even get the entire harvester assembly for that, because it plays nicely with hard workers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move everything around on my desk, get auto combine working on this. You got the wrong active side set to auto combine. Get auto combine working on this now. And is it going to play nice? Because sometimes auto combine and auto tractor don't really play nice with some of the fields. So I've got them tabbed. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go through these hedges over here and pick up the New Holland. And the reason I'm picking up the New Holland is because it's got a weight on the back. I forgot I had the weight on the back. So I'm going to dump down the front loader assembly here, like that. Just reverse around, get the weight off, bring it back around, and there we go. So what we're going to be doing with the New Holland is we're going to actually start seeding again. I think. What can we do? First things first, I'm going to glimpse up. We are going to... I've just realised I need another piece of equipment very shortly. We're going to crash into a wall. We're going to go check the silage that I've been fermenting. I think it's about 2/3 done. So I'm going to have to take the glimpse down again. I don't have far silo. Yeah, it is about 2/3 done. That's good. And what we're going to do is we're just kind of run around and double check on things. And because we don't have a second trailer, that really reduces the number of things we can do. I think the best course of action is to start seeding, I guess. I haven't really planned out this episode, if you haven't guessed. Where is the seeder? Where is the seeder? What's the Rapid 300C? It's over there. Where on earth is over there? Let's bring that up again. So it should be parked over here somewhere. Oh, I think I reversed it into one of these sheds over here, actually. Just so that it was neatly out of the way. Did I? No. Where on earth did I put it? I didn't put it in there, did I? No. Ah, there it is. Yes, we spent essentially half an episode getting a harvester moved and wondering where on earth we put the seeder. That's not the correct seeder, is it? Dang it, I did put it in by the seeds. Oh yeah, I put that one there because that takes the seeds 2 fill type, which is what the Seedmaster produces. So I think I'm going to do two things actually very quickly. Number one is I am going to pick up the seeder over here, because this was in fact the one that I wanted. And this is going to be a pretty quick job if I can get it tightly around here. There we go. That's fine. Number two is... where is it? It's under tractors, I believe. It is parked up over here somewhere. Or did I park it up in over here somewhere? We're going to take the night sprayer and we are going to sell it, because it's... unfortunately it's a bit too big for the map. Here's the deer, the other one that I haven't used yet. Night's not in there. How is the harvester doing? Half full. So that means the night must be in over here somewhere. This is what happens when I don't play for a couple of days and I completely forget where I put everything. So, no. No. No, so it must be... did I park it in here? I did park it in here. So the night, despite being almost full still, it's just too big for the map, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is... and you remember I asked you guys, I got no response whatsoever, so this guy's going to do field 1, and then... actually, it's not even going to do field 1, this guy's just going to go straight to the shop. And we're going to pick up a more logically sized sprayer. We're going to put some lime in it. Now I'm going to be using lime because... well, it's different. It's got a nice particle effect. How much have the lambs produced? Lambs. Yeah, I think it's time to get actually a few pieces of equipment. So we got 121,000 euro. And we're going to get... number one is going to be a fertilizer spreader, and we're going to get the Amazon ZAM 1501, because I think that's a reasonable size. We're also going to get the Marshall slurry tank. We're also going to get... into the wrong menu there. We're going to get the Marshall MS105 manure spreader. Yeah. And we are going to get a shovel. I don't believe we have one already. No, we don't. We're going to get a shovel for one of the tractors. And I've managed to work myself into a bit of a corner here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back over to the farm and try not to hit the mic again. I'm going to run back over to the farm to check on the harvest. It's blocked by something, so I'm going to actually have to take a detour. How long are we at? 15 minutes. Good. So, yeah, this is a bit of a haywire. Everything is going on everywhere. Is it after running into a tree? No. It's on the second round. What on earth is blocking it? Looks like it's on the second round anyway. Oh, that is bizarre. So that was obviously just a small bit too close. Gonna run to the farm, and we're gonna grab... Actually, how much do the lambs have in terms of silage? They have some straw. Yeah. I just realised I could have got the IT runner attachments for manure and slurry, but oh well. So we're gonna run through here, and we're gonna pick up the deer. Now the John Deere seems like a bit of an odd choice to be picking up here, but I remember, for once, exactly where I put the front loader attachment for this thing. Because when I was setting up the map I reset it, and I don't recall moving it. Now if I have moved it, I've managed to work myself into a corner again. Let's just see how well this goes. So it should be over here somewhere. Yes, there it is. So the reason we're picking this up is we're going to be starting off by spreading some solid manure and mucking out the lambs, because they do need to be mucked out every so often. You'll see why when we get there. 71% on the harvester. We can... we're going to be going the opposite direction. I'm going to try and multitask here if we can. And this could be a fun thing to be doing. So I think first things first, we're going to pick up the shovel. That is something that is definitely needed. So let's just pick this up like that. And let's pick up the solid manure spreader as well. Like that. And now, just so that I can get to the field in time for it to hit 100%, I'm going to drive down to the field and take a bit of a detour there. Ooh. Yeah. And I think in fact it's going to be worth my while to get something that I didn't want to. You get my pickup. It's not exactly going to fit in on this map, but it's about as close as I'm going to get. So I'm going to drive this guy. Yeah, I'm going to take a detour down here. And this is going to be fun to try and get arranged, because it's quite a distance from the sheep. Going to bring this guy down here just so that I can hop into the harvester. And he shouldn't be in the way there. So we're going to hop into the deer over here, because that container needs to be put on the ground. If this container isn't on the ground, well, it's... I can get the harvester to unload into it, but it's a lot more difficult. It's a lot more precise if this container is up off the ground. So it's going to get dropped down. And in fact, I can detach it, because that's a nice position for it. So let's go get the harvester now. And of course the downside of having removed drive control is that the tractors will now automatically turn off. I haven't deleted drive control, I've just moved it to an inactive mods folder. So if I want to reinstall it at some point in the future, when I can figure out how to fix it, I will. It's going to stay on the mod list as well, because that is a really good mod. I thoroughly recommend it if you're playing with mouse and keyboard. It just doesn't suit my controller for whatever reason. And this controller is amazing. I've been playing with it for a while now, and I've had a lot of fun with it so far. I just hope it doesn't break, because it's plugged into the back of my computer, and trying to get at the back of my computer is like pulling hen's teeth. So conveniently, we're almost out of time. So what I'm going to do to end the episode is I'm going to drive the deer up to the sheep, up to the lambs, and start mucking out the lambs. Or we'll just get ready to start mucking out the lambs. So this needs to be raised up like that, so I can get the shovel in, or the bucket in. And what I'm going to do off screen, it's not going to be much, is I'm going to run over and get the pickup so that I can drive between the lambs and the harvester. One of the aims I'm going to go for in this series is, as well as, you know, being free, you know, having essentially a free farm, is to have the lambs at the very least running at 100%. So I will need to start getting sugar beets, more than likely. Potatoes are just a pain to harvest, so I'll probably end up with sugar beets. I'm going to show you in this episode, just to end it off, how to, well, why I need to muck out the lambs. This is one way in here. It's a bit tight, but I can get it in here. I could also have gone up there and had a bit of a drive around, but this works just as well. And in fact I am going to drive around here because it's going to be a bit easier if the frame rate wants to hold up. So I'm just going to drive through here. That's the slurry, and I'm going to stop up the tractor here, and we're going to drive into the lambs. And as the door opens, you can see there's nothing here. Oh good lord, they've made a mess of the entire place. So we're gonna... This is what our job is for the next little while, is just mucking out the lambs. And I may edit one of the trailers to have a manure fill type, I don't know. But this manure does look a bit like slurry, I must say. So here's the disgusting noise again. Hopefully you guys won't be able to hear it because I've accidentally set the sound too low, I've just realised. I have it on 10% when I'm playing off screen, but there we go. So I think I'm going to leave it here for now. I should be able to get the lambs mostly mucked out without the need to grab the pickup. So I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to come back in a minute. I'm just going to toggle recording more than likely. So I'm going to leave you by saying I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Oldridge Farm. Please comment, like, subscribe, and if you got any rules you'd like me to try and implement into any series, let me know. So until next time, thank you very, very much for watching. Stay safe and live long and prosper.